first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Detroit! Rosen off the play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On third down, Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Being chased out left. The throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And the Raiders have got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. It's Rosen. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to... And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
And this time, Rosen will throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. And instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
No. Check. Patriot.
And now it's Rosen looking. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On play action, Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gone! Now let's go! 3:19!
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from the desert after this.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! Gone!
On second down, Rosen. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! No.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun! No.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're going to look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Yoder. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Green 39! Green
39! 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Yoder. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll set up a throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get right over to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action here with Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Rosen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The son Reddick in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it flop. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cardinals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.